The good thing about this list is there's no dishonorable mentions, but trust me, this list is not my favorite. Nothing could be dishonorable mentions. It was just not to my liking that much. These songs are on a list of their own. The first couple aren't as bad as I see them, but after we get past number 8, we're gonna get into some stuff that I really don't like. If you have a problem with this list, I made a top 10 best hits, so I'm not going to be completely negative on this. If I do, I apologize, but of course, if you're able to enjoy these songs, that's great. What I don't like and what you like is completely different sometimes. Music is open ended like that. So take my opinion with a grain of salt because I'm not a professional critic. I'm just a guy in his room giving his opinion. With that out of the way, let's count down the top 10 worst songs of 2022. Number 10, Lisa Rose and Interplanetary Criminal, BOTA, or um, I don't even remember what it was. Baddest of them all. Boring is the best way to describe this song. It repeats too much, and her voice is annoying. Reminds me of Stuck Up Women, and there's a reason he's looking at you. It's not because you're the baddest of them all. Maybe to him, because that's his opinion, but it's because your outfit is ridiculous. Like, look at that. Who's not gonna look at you? When I think of the baddest of them all, I don't think of a woman in an oversized coat with a voice of a spoiled rich girl. There's there's barely any lyrics in this whole song. It's a lot of nothing. Mindless music for people to tune out while driving. I really have nothing else to say about this because there's really literally nothing else to say about it. A very empty song. They say if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm gonna say nothing more. Number 9, Wet Leg, Wet Dream. A lot of wet stuff here. I found a more annoying voice with this one. Can't show you because of copyright, but trust me, I'm saving you the headache. Apparently, the song's about her being in a man's wet dream. Then again, I'm not interested in women that are half lobster. I apologize. I don't mean to be discriminatory. At least the music video is a lot more creative than baddest of them all. Eating lobster with them being part lobster was really funny. Uh, BOTA at least made sense. This song doesn't make sense at all. Something about her being in my wet dream and me touching myself. She was actually in my nightmares, if anything. Next, number 8, Post Malone, I Like You, a happier song with Doja Cat. Now we're getting into the real annoying songs. Every single time the song was on the radio, I hated the song just a little bit more. One of the most annoying hooks I've ever heard. Plus, Doja Cat doesn't do the song any favors either. She's annoying as well. I think this whole music, you couldn't sing on it and not be annoying. A wonderful song about stealing someone's girl. Yeah, what was that about, Post Malone? Doja Cat misses the point of the song completely when she talks about sleeping around when Post Malone's looking for a good girl. Yeah, if she dumps her man for you, she isn't that much of a good girl. Unless he's awful or something. But worst of all the songs, the song's just boring. It may be called a happier song, but it sure did put me to sleep. Maybe write a more exciting song instead of a happier one next time, Post Malone. I don't like this. I don't. Number 7, First Class, Jack Harlow. The songs just keep getting more and more annoying. The sample was probably the worst decision since they made the nuke. I'm being exaggerated, of course. Just like I Like You, I'd be hearing this on the radio, and each time I heard it, I just lost 1,000 brain cells each time. I agree with Todd in the Shadows with these that are they're just lazy lyrics, and I go for the meaning over anything. So you're gonna get a low score from me because of that. Plus, on top of that, this is another song about being rich and throwing it into my face. Thanks a lot. If you have any good songs from Jack Harlow, put them in the comments because I really don't hate the artist just from this song. I just heard him from the song. You know what? Make that most of these artists. These are the first songs I'm hearing from them. If you have any other songs from them you think are good, let me know in the comments. Any of these artists. Number 6, Music for a Sushi Restaurant, Harry Styles. Somehow we get even lazier with the lyrics. At least the lyrics before this made sense. This is just random gibberish. The ba 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 counted for a good percentage of the song when Harry Styles stopped trying. Well, he stopped trying with this song anyway, but the time was spent a lot more with the music video than the actual song. At least the music video was creative. I'll give him that. We got to keep these artists in check because when they make lazy songs, it'll just get worse. And for this list, oh boy, it does get worse. Music for a sushi restaurant? More like music for a dumpster. But some people like this song. And I don't know why. Number 5, Alien Superstar Beyonce. Sorry. I was putting in the amount of effort Beyonce did with this song. Where do we start? It doesn't make sense. It rhymes just to rhyme. It sounds like if a middle schooler started the rap. At first, I wanted to give her sympathy points if this was her first time that she rapped. But she has Jay-Z of all people to help her with her song. She's married to the guy. She has no excuse. She has been in the music industry for so long. She should have some connections to write her song for her. This is another example of an artist burnout or an artist that has too many yes men around her. Number 4, Break My Soul, Beyonce. You're right, Beyonce. You did quit your job. You stopped trying in music. I even Googled up to see if somehow you had a job while you were famous to give you the benefit of the doubt for this. Is this song about the past? Because you apparently just quit your so-called job while you're, rich and famous as a singer when you don't need to do that. Way to sound more connected to your audience, man. Whoa. It could have worked with you saying this was in the past, but no. This would mean you put in effort for the song. How can you claim you have a 9 to 5? You just blatantly lied to your audience, and I guess they don't care? I guess Beyonce ran out of topics and started saying she was also looking for love when she's been married to Jay-Z for 14 years. Beyonce, until you start trying again, stop making music. Just enjoy your wealth and keep your legacy intact, will you? And come back when you're ready to try, okay? Top 3, number 3, Munch, Feeling You, Ice Spice. This just made me mad. There's too many people, men and women, with this mindset. Just get to the sex, right? That's all it's about. That's what it's all about. You put your thing in, you put it out, you put it back in, and you go up and down. Maybe I'm getting too old for this rap music. So I'd be a hypocrite if I said that men haven't made songs about this, about women. This just hits a personal note with me. I don't like it when guys do it either. Women have the right to sleep around, but pretty soon, man or woman, that's all that's going to happen. There's going to be no marriages anymore and no relationships. This is hard enough for someone that's asexual to hear that people just want to sleep around. Knowing that one day that I or anyone that needs relationships is going not to get, they're not going to get the romantic side of the thing that we need. Plus, the song's just immature, repetitive, and shallow. Believe me, if she was a man, I'd think it was shallow as well. I just don't admit to some of the music that I hear from my friends. I still like the songs, but it's just shallow. It is what it is, man. Number 2, Lil Yachty, Poland. Auto-tune to me is like dessert. You should moderate yourself with it. For some reason, I've never had a problem with this, with Lil Yachty. I've always liked his music. Not only does he use too much auto-tune, the whole song is just him walking to Poland. So what? part of me thinks this is a joke and a troll, but it doesn't excuse how bad it is. Just Google it and listen to it. I can't believe they would put this on Lyrical Lemonade of all places. Lyrical Lemonade. It has no lyrical ability. And I know Lil Yachty. He's a good artist. He can do better than this. Just Google the song and listen to it yourself. It'll explain everything. It'll make sense why it's this high up. And now, the number one spot is... For the number one spot, I knew this was number one the second I heard it. Poland could have been a joke, but this one, oh boy. This one, they're taking the song seriously. Look, I hate where rap is going. I missed my time of rap just like anyone else that's ever been nostalgic and growing up. I've liked some of this generation's rap, but then there's a type of rap you just never get into and never understand. The more you try to understand it, the less that you will. My number one is Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi Vert. I wasn't a big fan of Juice WRLD, but with X, at least he spoke his mind and did horrorcore, and I could understand why he was popular. Juice WRLD felt so polished and auto-tuned, and rest in peace to both of these guys, but that's just how I feel. Lil Uzi Vert continued that popular sound with music and auto-tune, and I just can't stand it. So, this is it's not you, it's me explanation type of thing. When you hate a certain sound, it's nothing personal to the artist. I can see why people like this. It's just not my cup of tea. I just hate what this stands for rap music. This is probably rap's future from now on. Each artist was inspired by another older artist, and it'll continue to be popular. And that popularity will make more and more rappers use this type of sound that I hate. And the music that I like will eventually be like so little to nothing. It's rap's progression. It's happened so many times before. I used to send my music to this reactor, and everyone else's music sounded exactly like this. And they used to trash my music every single time because it wasn't their sound. Even got that one guy saying that everyone hates my music there. It's very welcoming. I'm going to be the bigger man and not spread the hate back like I did. I hope I wasn't too hateful. No matter how much I want to spread that hate back to the people that listen to this type of music, it's just not my nature to go there. All these songs were made by talented artists that made a song or two I just didn't like. And that's going to happen. My audience doesn't like all the music I make, so I'm going to put a link in the description to all of these artists I reacted to today, and to check out their music, and they're not in order, so people can't be like, oh, okay, that's the song that's going on. And maybe even leave a sub to these people's accounts. If I was too harsh in this video, I hope I wasn't. I was just trying to be more animated and entertaining if it sounded hateful. If I was... Let me use this, giving them a shout out as a peace offering, to know that this is all my opinion, and every artist even make a bad song before. But that is an opinion on its own if you consider something bad or good. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. That was my list. Do you agree? Disagree? Leave it in the comments. And as always, I'll see you when you watch me again, metaphorically.